Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Big Cat 188. Yo, so these past few videos I've been making are mainly for, like I keep saying in every single video, they're mainly for new and returning players, but sometimes even veteran players or just people that have been playing the game for a while might not even understand or realize that they're doing something wrong or not doing something correctly. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the augments in DC Universe Online. I'm gonna pretty much tell you guys everything about them, how to obtain them, how to level, where to get them, why you need them, and the main reason really why you need them is obviously to be more OP, like straight up, honestly. But there's really no other reason to have them besides just it makes you all around stronger. When you run content, it just makes you stronger, and you know, the stronger you are, the faster the mission can go and the better you can do your job. So first, let's hop straight into origin augments. So there are two types of augments. You have your adaptive augments, which are these right here. These are particularly for different types of content. If you look at this one, it says down here for Justice League Dark and Yellow, and then for this one right here, this is Metal Part 1, and the two I have on is obviously for Metal Part 2 content. And you want the adaptive augments on for the latest DLCs, because obviously those are the harder and more challenging missions with stronger bosses. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later. I want to talk about origin augments right now. So these are these four augments right here. These four augments right here give you a bunch of different things. So it depends mainly on your role. You do have augments for all the roles. If you scroll down, there's Resto, Vite, precision based DPS, and then you also have dominance for tanks. So what I'm rocking, obviously because I am a might based fire DPS, I'm going to have on the mighty augments. Now the cool thing about these augments, if you switch your powers, you can level these up pretty quickly. Like I do tank sometimes, so like as you can tell, my augments for my dominating ones for tank role are pretty high level. They're decently high level. Just to note that these do level up to 257. Now the whole point of these are to obviously increase all your stats, your health, your power, your might. They're different for each role. For this one, it'll be health, power, dominance, and then health, power, and vitalization for that, and then health, power, resto, and obviously for precision based, it'll be health, power, and weapon based DPS or precision. So what we're gonna talk about right here is how to level these up. So if you have 4 of these on, first off, you get a 50% bonus for having the color match. So it'll just give you more. So you see how it's 422. It'll be just a little bit more, maybe like 100 plus more might that is actually being added on to your actual might. So if I actually get rid of these, my might is 45,338. But if I add all of these back on, accidentally added on a dominance one. If I add all these back on and look at my might again, now I'm at 47,507. So I pretty much went up a full 2,000 and just a little bit, like a full 2,300 or so. So you definitely want to level these up and get these to max. Now let's talk about how to level up your origin augments. So for your origin augments, and this does also apply to your adaptive augments. So if you just click on these, you can use your reagents for your nth metals, which these only level up. Nth metal reagents only level up your artifacts. So we don't want to use our nth metal reagents to level these up. We want to use the exobytes. Now the exobytes, these give you far more XP than just a measly 100. You see how it's barely going up when I put those on? Like you don't want those at all. But when I put on the exobytes, bam, that junk levels up so much. So you always want to use your exobytes to level up all of your augments. Now you're probably like, where do you get the exobytes to level these up from? Well, you can get them from a bunch of different places. Obviously, they will drop while you're playing the game, just like killing ads and just running missions. When you run your Thanagar dailies and everything, you're gonna get these ones, these Thanagar exobytes. You also can get them from boss drops, so you can choose to unlock these or choose to have these exobytes. And you can also get them from the research and development. So if I actually go to my R&D station, all right, so I'm at my R&D station, and when you salvage your gear, and I don't have any gear to salvage, but when you salvage your gear, you see how I can make these pristines and solid MK13. Obviously the higher level, the more XP it's gonna give you. And so you need the exo material, which you get by farming Gotham and Metropolis, regular exobit farming, and you get the solid MK14, like those to make the pristine. You get those from salvaging gear. and that's the only way you can make these ones. And you see that this one, this pristine MK14, will give you 29,656 experience towards your augment level up. That's pretty much how you get those, and that's how you level them up. It applies the same way for your adaptive augments as well. So if I go to like my adaptive augments, obviously I don't want to use my nth metal for the reasons that I stated previously, and then bam, I use these to level up way faster, way more. And so now that we kind of have the augments out the way, the origin augments at least out the way, I want to talk about the adaptive augments because they are a little bit more in depth. These are primarily just for your role. Obviously, if you're might based, use the mighty ones, all 4 of them. You don't want to like mix match these, just use all 4 for your role. And if you're a tank, obviously use all the dominating and so on and so forth. But for the adaptive augments, these are very special only because they obviously give you more might based on the content. So if I was actually to have this at level 1 and I also had the one from the Justice League Dark at level 1, I'm actually gonna have less might from the Justice League Dark one because obviously that content is like old now compared to the Metal Part 2 content. So the newer the content, that's the type of augments you want. And I'll be showing you guys where to get these augments, but I do want to say a few things first. As you can tell that these, once you level them up to the upcoming rank bonuses down there, you will start getting the bonuses. So right now I'm getting an extra 3% might, power, and weaponization rating while in Metal Part 2 content only. So if I go and run an older mission, I will not have any of these extra boosts. I won't have the critical ability attack chance. I won't have the extra additional gear, none of that. It's only for Metal Part 2 content. And it's really just good because obviously the Metal Part 2 content, that's the hardest stuff in the game currently at this moment in time. So you want all the extra boost. And the cool thing is that you can have 2 of these on. So you want 2 of the same ones on pretty much because now it's like I have 6% might bonus. I have 6% might bonus when I go into Metal Part 2 content. Obviously when I level this up, I will have 2% crit chance from this and 2% crit chance for that for an extra 4% crit chance. And that comes in clutch, especially when you have the transformation card. So pretty much off rip, my crit chance will pretty much be 50%. So that's really the primary focus of the adaptive augments. It just gives you that extra boost, makes you just that much stronger while you're running this content. Believe it or not, some people don't even have these on or equipped at all, and they wonder why they're so weak, bro. But trust me, level these up, use those Thanagarian exobites and all the exobites you get from raids and running missions, everything. I would say level up the origin augments first, and I would definitely try to get the first part of your augments because they usually give you the most benefit, the 3% might, and then obviously depending on your role, it'll give you different stuff. So for like the precision one, it'll give me 5% precision. So like you want to get that part at least. At the very least, you don't really have to worry too much about the crit or whatever, if you're might base or the additional gear bonus. That's just like bonus. It's bonus stuff, but you just want to make sure you have these maxed out. Obviously, I don't have these maxed out, so I'm missing out on a serious amount of might. Obviously, you can tell that it gave me an extra like 2,000 plus bonus. If I had these maxed out, I would probably be around maybe 50,000 might. Like it honestly gives you that much. Like I said, these rank up to 257. So now I'll be showing you guys where you can actually obtain these, because when you first reach the level of CR that this content requires, they pretty much allow you to pick the 2 that you want for the role that you're playing. But obviously you're not going to get that chance ever again, so you have to actually buy these with Thanagarian marks. So we're actually going to go to Thanagar and I'll show you guys where to buy these. Alright, so now we're in Thanagar, and so if we just come over to the Green Lantern supplier right here, you see that you can buy all the augments that you might be wanting. So say you switch roles or you want to become a healer or a precision based DPS, you just want to come to this dude and buy whatever you need. Obviously, like I said, buy two of whatever you need because you don't want to mix and match these. Like, I'm not a hybrid DPS. I don't want precision and might. I just want might. So I'm just gonna buy 2 of those or 2 of these if I'm going tank role and vice versa and blase blase. So that is where you buy these, and that's how you obtain these. So yeah guys, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the augments. We've covered the origin augments, how to get them, how to level them up. They're pretty much always there. They're gonna be there regardless. You don't actually have to go anywhere to obtain these. They're automatically in your inventory. We've covered the adaptive augments, why you want the highest recommended content at the moment. So Metal Part 2, you don't want to have the Justice League Dark one or Metal Part 1 content, because obviously you want to be stronger for the hardest content in the game. So yeah guys, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm Big Cat 188 and I'm out. Peace.